China's military capabilities begin to approach that of the United States, the risk of war between the two countries is likely to increase. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Chris checking in with another video. I am so sorry. I have been so busy with school. It is ridiculous. When I tell you I have to literally read a book a week, I am not joking. This is precisely why I haven't been able to upload videos on YouTube. It's been insane. Being back in America at the beginning was really nice because I was in a transition paragraph. It was all sugar and flowers and tea and ice cream. But now that I'm in school, I am feeling the weight of American education, especially since the people who write my books are my professors. And then there's papers, and then there's trying to balance, life, and I'm still going through reverse culture shock. So how is it possible that I can do all this at once? So I'm really still adjusting. All I think about is school. All I think about is school, and it's unhealthy. It's very unhealthy, and I'm trying my best to get out of this mindset. And living in Germany actually really taught me to not only work smart and play hard, but really focus on my mental health and to have a very strict work-life balance. I am struggling to find a work-life balance right now in my life. Sometimes I think, do the professors actually know that, how do they expect us to get all the work done? I have friends who are from Europe who are studying in this program that I'm studying, and they can't believe it. They really can't believe how insanely intense it is. And as I said, the school that I go to, the professors have a very high standard for their students. I miss the tranquility of Germany in the sense that, you work to live, not live to work. And I really do feel that in the institution that I am in at the moment, it is preparing me to live to work. Maybe it's just that this particular moment in my life is just really blurry and insane, and honestly I should be reading 2 more books tonight, but I decided to take a break tonight. But one really cool thing that I, especially being a social worker in Germany, that I'm being able to implement is how to take a step back and really notice everything that's going on around me in the United States, everything that's going around me in my institution, how the vibe of the city is really, clicking with me, and how I'm, for example, there's certain parts of the city being in DC and the work culture associated with DC and the mindset and the rush and the alcohol and all these things, because I feel like there is a socialization that is ongoing, and I'm being fed into, for example, a certain system that is going to put me in a certain place that has certain expectations. Literally feeder school, honestly, feeder school, not only into a specific type of work, but into a specific type of lifestyle. Working basically as a social worker in Germany with children and being an observer on the outskirts of society, looking in, watching how Germany was Germanizing small German citizens, I can now take a step back and look and see how my culture is Americanizing its citizens to maybe even be part of the upper crust of the society, based on the institution that I am in at the moment. But yeah, it's really insane, guys. It's really insane. What have you guys been up to? Tell me what you guys have been up to. Have you guys been busy? How are things going over in Europe or wherever you are watching my videos? I literally cannot believe a year ago today, I was working my butt off, applying to grad school, applying to scholarships, and by the grace of God, I got into all the schools that I applied to. When you just work so hard for something and you finally have it, and then you take a step back and think about the things that you were worried about. I was so worried about not getting into the schools that I got into, not getting a scholarship to study, at a school where, the tuition can be up to $80,000 per year. Not getting a job after this, maybe not fitting in, reverse culture shock, all these things, and all those are gone. Literally, I'm a Christian. I always talk about my religion very openly and my religious beliefs. And, in the Bible, it does say this too shall pass. And what I am learning is to be humble, to not be a perfectionist type A, okay? A perfectionist type A. And I literally live in a city full of people who are type A's. And when I mean type A's, like literally go-getters, crushing, want to change the world. I'm learning to be a human. Like I'm learning to be a human and remember that I am a human, and it's okay. Like sometimes it's okay to close the book and not build. It's okay to close the book and focus on other things and take a walk and take a bath, you know, just reconnect, go outside to the complete opposite side of the city and connect with other people. One thing that I do want to say that I really appreciate though, that I have here in terms of being in Germany, the facility, is like I can talk to people. It's really interesting, like talking to people. I'm gonna make an entire video about that. Like it's so easy to just strike up a conversation with people. America literally is the land of opportunity, guys. It's the land of opportunity. And sometimes the opportunity is a little bit overwhelming, but yeah. There's a lot of issues with America, and like I want to talk about some of those issues with you very openly and transparently and have critical discourses about, you know, differences between America and Germany and China. We can really talk about like what are ways in which that America could do better, what are ways in which America could take up other aspects of different countries, or what are ways in which other countries could take up from America, you know, in terms of our growth and our story and our success, etc. But I really want to be transparent with that. And recently I feel like I've had to learn to give myself permission to do that. Being an expat, you are always literally on the outskirts of society looking in. I have never lived in a country that is predominantly Black. So I have always felt like I have been an outsider in society. You know, in China, in Germany, in the United States, not really, especially in DC because, you know, we have a high Black population. But still, like, there's an aspect of feeling like an outsider in your own space and where you're living based on, for example, it could be me being queer, it can be my religion, it could be my, you know, it could be the color of my skin. But when you come back to the States, you're no longer like this foreigner who gets a pass, right, for like not knowing something. You know, you are an average American again. You're a normal American. And I've been really thinking like, how is it that I can become an American and be observant and open of my own country and then review and be on the, so I'm trying to find a way to be on the outskirts of America's society so that I can take a step out and look in, report on certain things and, you know, have commentary on it. So I'm going through a process right now, folks. I'm gonna be very open where I am giving myself permission to, you know, be vulnerable in the United States of America. You know, because it was difficult for me coming back. You know, I had spent 7 years abroad and now I am back in my home country and I'm not even in Michigan where I'm from. I'm in DC in like a very international place, and although I feel really acclimated, I still feel that there's a part of me, there are multiple parts of me that I carry from Germany, that I carry from Mexico, and I carry from China. And when I'm interacting with other Americans, they come out. And when I'm interacting with American situations, you know, even for example, pertaining to gun violence, or for example, you know, inequity or injustice, or maybe even racism. And there are certain aspects where I'm like, wait a minute, it doesn't have to be this way. And I'm gonna give myself permission to talk about these things, to be open and engage in discussion, to not only spread awareness, but also to do some culture exchanges and comparison analysis and you know, and to go from there. So yes, guys, I hope you please forgive me. I haven't forgot you guys. I just want you to know that I am up to here, literally up to here. Me, not only me, but like everybody around me is up to here in work and studies. I am being pushed in a beautiful way. But at the same time, like, I wish it can turn a notch down just a little bit, like, don't push me off the cliff, nah, okay? Just push me, but not off the cliff. But I'm laughing to not cry. No, I'm kidding. No, but yes, like, I miss YouTube. I really miss YouTube. And I promise you guys, I'm gonna get back on YouTube as soon as things turn down just a little bit. Like, I literally have been begrudging not being able to get back on and be present on YouTube, but I want you guys to know that I still Want to do culture exchanges, make videos in different languages. If you guys have any video recommendations, because like I said, once things calm down a little bit and I start to come out of my zone, I really want to take some of your ideas. It could be about culture exchange, it could be about language acquisition, and apply them in an American context. And let's have a conversation. What are some of the things that you want to know about the United States? What is something that you dislike about the United States of America that maybe you want to learn a little bit more about? What are some misperceptions that you think that you could have about the United States? Would you like me one day to go on the street and ask people questions about, for example, Germany or China, where you come from? What do they know about these countries? Are you curious about identity and reverse culture shock and how that has a drastic impact on your emotions and your identity, and how is it that you are interacting with other Americans with a very, very, I guess, diverse identity that, that you've picked up, and values that you have from abroad, and how are you coexisting in this country that is basically a melting pot? I would love to talk about these things, so let me know in the comment section below if you would like to see some of these videos, if you are interested in these topics rather. And yes, thank you so much for watching this video. Comment, like, subscribe, share this video if you care, and I will see you next time. Ciao!